Hope you get here on time next time. 7 minutes. You've been waiting here 7 minutes.
We'll make a great teacher.
Do you like Dungeons and Dragons? Well, we're Dragon Deez Dice, a comedy D&D 5e actual play show where a group of inexperienced heroes embark on a vast and deep storylines in a homebrew world of mystery and intrigue.
I love Dungeons and Dragons.
I don't.
I've never played it
This
before.
is my own personal hell.
I love Dungeons and Dragons.
We're holding Lane at gunpoint here. We have so much blackmail.
Continuing your stay in the desert city of Fire Neefin, your group learned of a girl by the name of Julia Neef staying in the city. Her presence caught your eye, as well as the interest of the Dawntrotters, a rebel faction that had been assisting you all. In speaking with her and snooping in her room, it's uncovered that she's the sister of Giles Neef, a previous student of Balthazar who is a part of a very rich family. And while Julia says she's in the city to win the heart of the prince, it seems she's actually there to steal their treasures. Which then, in turn, led you all to a tomb behind the Caecilian dynasty throne. Pebble realizing it being an exact copy of the one in the ruins of the Dawntrotter base, oddly enough. But it turns out that Julia was just using you for this final hurdle of looting the tomb, as she reveals herself and steals the treasure, running away to leave you to fight a giant snake mummy. Then, after defeating this creature, it cried out a name, and then you all did some looting of your own, and in leaving, were caught by Aboa, husband to the Empress. You all tried to convince him that Julia was the one he wanted, but whether due to not believing you, being in the tomb, being a crime in and of itself, or the fact he mutated into a giant worm, snake-like beast, he continued attacking until you all fled with the aid of Fallon, the Empress's little brother and Shello fanboy. Your plan is to rush out of this city to hide out at the Dawntrotters base nearby, but first you must receive your carriage from the guard outpost in the northern docks.
We're running.
You guys are currently leaving the Caecilian Royal Palace. You are at the building that's the big pyramid, where you left your carriage with the guards at the entrance docks to the north, one of the biggest exits out of the city where those docks are.
So I guess we should start heading north while staying very, very, very inconspicuous. I'm very good at that.
I'm pretty sure Song's bleeding everywhere.
Yeah, that's
I'm pretty sure
normal.
we're all bleeding everywhere.
Well, I'm okay.
Good for you, buddy.
You will be bleeding everywhere very shortly.
I got a couple bruises.
I guess taking side streets anywhere we can, trying to
I personally say straight shot, the fastest possible route we can get there. Because
Yeah.
the word will spread fast. The faster we get there, the better. If we
Okay,
take too long
true.
hiding, they'll get probably news.
I say a good hefty speed walk.
We're running.
So you're not doing it stealthily.
Okay, I suppose we'll just
Under
walk
tiptoes.
stealthily.
What?
What?
No.
Or should we be
We're
stealthy
running.
or should we be... Okay, Jesus. Okay, then we'll run.
Because if we run there, there's no need to
We
be
are all
stealthy.
we are
Oh,
all
we need to.
almost dead, by the way. If we try to be stealthy and word spreads and we get caught into a conflict because of that, we're
Well, we
going
have-
to die.
We have to go through a guard checkout.
So the faster we get there, the better.
Yeah, run.
As you all are running, you're kind of running through the palace gardens, and there's, since it's nighttime, there's not many guards out, but there are guards just stationed around doing patrol, especially in this area since it's the palace grounds. Some of them kind of turn their heads to look at you, and one is like, "Hey, what are you all doing?"
We're isometric exercises.
Shelly, can make a deception check.
Sure.
Nat 20.
Roll at
good.
advantage since you're being
Good.
assisted.
22!
Oh shit! Okay, this
Oh
is
hell yeah!
Putting
Take that one. Take
incoming.
this one.
20.
The guard yells back, "Just don't cause too much of a ruckus. People are trying to sleep."
Sure.
You feel the cold breeze of the desert night as you all run to the docks. The stable you're all going to, it's situated at the edge of the docks near the city gate. Then there's various cranes overhead the docks for loading shipments into ships, but currently not many in use at these like late hours of the night. So the stables, once you start approaching them, getting them in view, you see that they have a large entrance that kind of exits out of the whole city, pointed towards like the exit gates. There's many station guards here on watch, since it's also the entrance to the city. The building that houses the stables, you can see, other than this big open-faced side, there's also this side entrance that goes up into some rafters above the stable. And there's like some, like I said, there's a bunch of cranes around in the docks and some construction happening on like the gate walls around the stable.
Which one of us do we think is leading, running in the front? Probably Marin.
I guess, yeah.
It might be dangerous to go in there. What if I instead just had Boulder come out to meet us? I can talk to her from here.
Well, shit, then go ahead, I guess.
Furrow my brow and I focus really hard, almost getting a headache, and I go, in my head, I go, Boulder, come here, girl, come on, come on, meet. And I get her to try and come to where we currently are.
Where are you currently?
Probably around the side from the entrance, right? I think so, yeah. That sounds about right.
As you're calling Boulder, you'll stop to the side. You hear a conversation from within the stable. You hear what sounds like a female voice. It seems to be speaking to a guard within the stable. Listen to me, fool. I know they have passed through here. Do you know their whereabouts? Then a different voice, this one male and a bit nasally and whiny sounded. They say, "This bores me. I can just make him talk another way." Shh. And then the other voice says, "Silence and sheath your knife. They're on their way here now, but I also saw your sister, so you wait in the cart." The other voice responds, "She's here now. No, I will go search for her." "You get ahead of yourself, Gile. If you cannot obey, you'll be sent home. This is no school field trip. Gile! Damn boy, we'll get what's coming. Okay, last question, God. I sense a dark presence within the city. One with the power of true sight, given to him by a dark ritual. Tell me what you know of this Leonin." Then you hear a guard reply, "The two were with the Lord of the Sweatlands Hall. I believe them to be his bodyguards. They have departed to return to Sweatlands this morning, no longer in the city." "Very well, a problem for another time then." She sounds like she turns to someone behind her. She says, "Go get Gile." Then turning back to the guard, "You I am done with. Jump into the river and drown yourself." Then the guard says, "Yes, ma'am." And then you see the guard walk off, turn around the corner, and just head straight forward, not even looking at you all, just walks past you all and into the docks.
What?
Man is
What the
crazy.
fuck? Why? Wow.
Balthazar, you recognize this voice as Claudia Eyecrest, one of the teachers at the school.
Whoa.
Yippee.
Officer's ex-girlfriend.
I
No.
know her. Sort of. I know of her.
You also begin to hear kind of a rustling from within the stable, like something that is walking a bit. However, during this conversation, a few moments pass, and Boulder has not exited the stable.
Are you fucking
Oh.
kidding?
We really need to leave.
One of us could try. No, actually, definitely not me, but one of us could try to sneak into the stable and just look around, see if they see our carriage.
Are you saying not you because you don't want to die?
Not me because I have 10 health, and also because I have disadvantage on stealth. I can use Pass Without a Trace, though, and it'll apply to you guys as long as you're within a mile, I think, of me. Not a
think it
mile.
Might be the best on health right now.
I think that's 30
It
feet.
isn't so great.
Is it 30 feet? I might be stupid.
I think so.
I don't know
Hey
how
guys,
big a
we're
mile
halfway
is.
across town. Yeah, be stealthy.
I don't know how big a mile is, okay?
I can
Neither do I,
30
to be
feet.
fair.
I can still make two things invisible.
But what we didn't see any people up in the rafters, correct? Like,
We didn't look up
We
at the
can't see
rafters.
the rafters.
well, the stairs lead up to the oh. Well, I don't know. Wait, I already used Pass Without a Trace. I just realized I used it last session.
I could have Marin go up first because I do probably have the best health.
Okay, well, I just healed Marin for 15. There you go.
The
Okay.
the issue
2
with the issue with Balthazar going up is that she would recognize Balthazar
True, and Balthazar's very
Balthazar
squishy.
is very, yeah,
Very squishy.
Also that.
She would also recognize
You wouldn't recognize
Marin as well
Marin.
there.
Marin recognizes her, not the other way around. The dream, I don't think.
She
Potentially, because
If
it
she does
doesn't-
this, she'll. What does a higher up care about a lower person? You know.
The only way that I think that she would be able to recognize Marin currently is by the magic, but not by necessarily the appearance, because in every dream, Marin has not been herself. She has been an object. So I think that at most, like at best, she would recognize the magic, but even then, we would still be fucked because I don't think that she can just not recognize the magic until she lays eyes on Marin.
Hey, Pebble.
Hi, yeah, what's up?
You can heal, right?
Yeah, yeah. Do you need some?
There's blood coming out of my stomach.
Okay, but okay, what's okay? I'll heal. How much do you need? I have 15, but I'm trying to be pretty cautious with it.
Sana just shrugs. I don't. What?
What? I'll heal you for 10.
This woman is speaking to me in strange math. I don't understand.
Okay, okay.
How many points of healing have I? I have
I
numbers.
healed
in
you
house?
for 10. I healed you for 10. Jesus, you guys are such smart asses. We could have 3 people go,
I'll go with Shallow.
and Balthazar and I stay back. You make Sana and Marin invisible, and you use your chameleon carapace, and then Balthazar and I stay back and watch. Like,
Okay.
keep watch. Does that work?
Sure.
Would you mind if I held your hands in this moment? I feel very anxious, as if I could,
Okay.
as if I could disappear.
Okay.
Which hands?
Either or both.
I grabs both. In a panic.
And
Marin's
I'd like,
only gonna hold one.
I'd like to cast invisibility on them.
In my head, I'm like, Boulder, you okay? What's going on?
You hear in your mind, stuck.
Oh no. Perhaps a rock in a hard place?
3 of us are going up into the rafters.
Yeah.
Okay. From up on the rafters, can I have either all of you make perception checks or one of you at advantage? And all of you make stealth checks at advantage just to see.
Okay, looking good. Oh, that was almost nat 20.
So 2 dirty 20s. and
3
another-
dirty 20.
3 dirty
20.
20.
Yeah, so you all are able to go up there like completely silent, even though you're invisible. Like your footsteps on the wood could still creak and stuff, but you managed to do it very soft-footed and silently.
14.
So you see that Boulder and the carriage is currently tied up to the stable.
Okay. I assumed as much.
I
And you see Boulder like kind of trying to walk, and it's like rope is kind of stretching out to its limits. You also see a few people in robes that seem to be wizards and mages. They look a bit similar to Balthazar's robes, except they all have a patch of the school's logo on a front pocket, which Balthazar's robes do not have.
Excuse me, Rock Lady.
I'm gonna do this telepathically.
I jump.
It would seem your rocky steed is restrained via a rope,
Ah, fuck.
as are all of the other less rocky steeds.
There's currently no guards.
my God.
You only see these robed mages, but seemingly leading them all is one that's a older black woman. She has a bald head, a circlet. She has pupilless eyes, and she seems to currently be looking into some sort of crystal ball. Her eyes giving a faint blue glow. A little bit further down the stables, so not too close to your carriage.
Can I see into the crystal ball?
With your perception check, no.
Balls.
Just one.
Balls.
Ball.
Do they,
Fuck's sake.
do they look like they're relaxing about or like about to leave?
They look like they're on alert and waiting.
That's not good.
Huh.
He's-
Oh wait.
Some way to break the rope.
I'm wondering. So you said that Boulder is like trying to leave and the rope is like at its limit.
Yeah, so it seemed that when Pebble asked Boulder to come to her, that Boulder walked out to the extent of the rope and then stopped and communicated that they're stuck.
That it just walked. It didn't try and like forcibly
No.
leave. I would like to cast Unseen Servant then.
Okay.
Just gonna smack his ass. What is the plan?
What?
I was
No.
asking if you're going to smack Boulder's ass and get him
No.
to run away.
I would like to summon an Unseen Servant in like the stable with Boulder. And then I want my Unseen Servant to try and untie the rope.
Okay, yeah, your unseen servant just kind of goes over. You all see that the rope just kind of drops from Boulder's neck.
Rock Lady,
Yes.
try to retrieve your. Please don't speak. Try to retrieve your stony steed at your earliest convenience.
All right. I telepathically I go, Boulder, come here, boy, come on, come here.
Boulder just kind of begins walking out of the stable, turning the corner, which gets the attention of all the mages that then turn around and look to see this giant beetle with no one steering it just begin to leave.
I would think that she would run.
You wanted to run?
Yeah.
She begins running, and that alerts
Well,
the
I
mages
was-
even more. They begin taking out wands and kind of pointing it at the carriage as Boulder speeds it around the corner to you.
Balthazar, hop on right now.
We should probably run and get to
I
it.
get on the carriage.
I also jump up on, but without Marin, we can't really steer it. Right?
Yeah.
You can control the beetle.
How fast could
Yeah.
they get down from the rafters, down the steps, onto the carriage if they were sprinting?
30 seconds or something, not too long.
I'll have the
We're-
carriage stop and wait for
We're
them.
invisible. We can catch up.
No, you can't. Balthazar?
Just the warning. I
Balthazar?
only have level 1 spell slots.
That's okay. Just get ready. We need to at least be able to just stall people.
Should we
Hey.
Should we make chase
As we're running down the stairs.
We're already making shade.
You guys hurriedly go out of the rafters back on this stairwell down on the side of the stables. You see that the carriage is kind of on the side of the stable below you.
Go, go, go,
Immediately,
go!
as soon as they are on...
I say go so she knows we're there. Since we're
As,
invisible.
oh yeah, as soon as they get on the cart, I'm like, Boulder, run!
So it's just
Well,
a ghost
technically,
carriage.
you guys aren't invisible anymore after I cast the other thing, right?
Yeah.
Marin is driving us away.
Well, as you speed away out of the city gates, you hear, "That's them! They're getting away! Make sure Gile is taken care of. The rest, we'll go after them." You kind of hear her yelling that
fuck's
as you
sake.
speed away into the desert.
Sana's gonna take the bow off around her chest and just knocks an arrow, uncomfortably holding it, not knowing how to fully use it, but gets the basis, but just ready.
It seems they're kind of scrambling to get on their own vehicles. None of them are really taking action, like shooting spells at you all or anything right now. But it seems they're a bit frantic.
Okay.
Where to, Marin?
I guess we should go towards the Dawntrotters.
My main question right now is, should we stop and camp or not risk it and just take
I mean,
that?
they're following us.
Well, I know,
Okay.
but
We can't just go
hide
10
in,
feet out of the city then to set up
guys,
camp in the night.
guys, I'm not
campfire.
saying we immediately drop everything. I'm saying that we go out quite a ways or something, find like a cave or
Dawntrotter
something.
encampments.
Okay, Jesus fuck, whatever.
I want you
Okay,
to know
get there by
every
dawn.
single cave that we have gone to has had a huge fucking monster.
Okay,
that almost
okay,
killed us.
okay.
Go back to the
okay.
cave
One
with the
kid.
paladin killer.
There's so much
Yeah.
negativity in here. I just want to be full of
I
joyous
just
whimsy,
don't
and there's
want
so
us
much
to
negativity.
die. I am
Okay,
keeping you
fine.
alive actively.
Thank you.
You're
Heart
welcome.
emoji.
We're going to the
Okay.
Dawntrotter base.
All right,
right?
roll to see how
Everyone?
bad you fuck up. It's
Yeah,
not a
could
question
you,
of if.
could you roll a d20 and add your proficiency to it?
So give her a massage to help her.
Fuck. It's 8.
Marin, can you roll a d5?
Yeah.
Oh, is this
You
how
guys
many
ready to
wheels fell
die?
off again?
You have all 5
Out of
wheels.
5?
You see a
Yeah.
strange cave and burning wagon.
Oh, isn't that how we found? Yeah.
3.
What if we tell the murder guy that all the people who are chasing us are paladins?
I think he
That's not how
noticed
that
that
works.
they're not. But that would be a good trick.
So you all are speeding away, night of the desert, chilling you all quite a bit. You manage to lose sight of the mages behind you. You see them getting on camelback and get in carriages and such, but it seems you speed out of the city fast enough where you lose sight of them behind you. You don't see anyone following you at the moment. However, Marin's still not used to the desert, even though she's gone from the Dawntrotters hideout to the city. She wasn't very good at traversing the land then and got lost, so she's still not familiar with the trek back and forth, and it takes you all a few hours longer than you expect it to, considering it wasn't too far away. It was only like an hour away from the city, and you all take a point of exhaustion.
Oh, fuck.
Hey, if we don't know where we're going,
Yay.
then they don't know where we're going. It
That's
makes
great.
sense.
Being within the cold, it just gets to you all, and you take this point of exhaustion. Eventually, Marin arrives to what she thinks is a familiar area, the area where she thinks the Dawntrotters hideout is. However, it's all sand. You don't see like the like kind of stone logo in the ground or anything. You just see a bunch of sand dunes, but it seems familiar to you.
Can I look out to try and find any of them funny cats?
You make a perception check. You currently don't see any
10.
life at all within the desert.
Okay.
Do we see what we remember to be the hill that Eloise was on?
Yes, you do see like about a mile away, like a rock, and that's part of the scenery that you remember this being where the Dawntrotters is.
I'd like to get out of the carriage and start digging in the sand.
Yeah, as you dig in the sand, you do see the like kind of stone under a layer of sand in the earth.
Oh, what the?
All right.
Or it was kept off of the stone.
Probably just start making a fire to just in case we have to wait until dawn again.
As you're making this fire, some of you spot one of the sand cats approaching. It seems to have something in its mouth, carrying something, a little metal cylinder, like a tube, that it brings up to Marin.
I guess I take it.
You take it, and it looks like it opens.
It's a pipe bomb.
I suppose if that happens, then so be it.
Yeah,
You know, that's how it be.
You flip the top of it, and you hold
Blow
it
up.
over your hand, and what falls out is a little piece of parchment. And unfurling that, it seems to have some writing on it.
You
It says,
say,
"Get out of here, fuckers."
Get out of here. We close at
You're
6.
not welcome here.
You read the note, and the writing on the note says, "If you are who you appear to be, what did we eat for breakfast the day we met?"
It was slop, wasn't it?
I don't even.
I don't think it was slop.
I remember that the one guy had his own vegetables. I'm blanking on his name.
Fuck, I don't remember stuff well enough for this.
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't
very
write down
specific.
specifically what breakfast we had.
It was
Never once had to pay
not true.
attention what food I was eating.
I remember that a lot of the people got good food, but since we showed up late, we were one of the groups that got pretty shit food. All that I remember is that it tasted like bland. I don't know. I remember being upset because I remember watching other people eat good food.
Tasted pretty standard, but I mean, we grew up in different places.
I'm like, Eloise, I don't remember. It was like 3 days ago. That's so long ago.
Yeah, and I've almost died like twice since then.
All of yourselves like sinking into the sand, and then a similar elusive effect. You all reappear within the landing zone of the Dawntrotters base. You all see Eloise standing before you, some of the cats kind of rubbing up against her legs. Wasn't expecting all to be back here so soon. I had to make certain you weren't, I don't know, changelings or some other creature trying to trick us. You can never be too certain.
Hi, Eloise.
I mean, you know what they say. Some people say they can't remember what they ate for breakfast this morning, but luckily you guys are able to remember.
Okay. Okay, buddy. You can make jabs all you want from stuff we didn't remember from weeks ago.
Weeks ago? That was like 2 days ago.
No. What?
Yeah, that was like a couple days
Yeah,
ago.
in fucking game. Shut up. now you guys are upsetting me.
Good.
She says, what's going on? You didn't send us a message or anything? You're just showing up? We thought we were supposed to meet you at Hesde Salil.
Well, we had used the sending stone already, and there was a bit of an extenuating circumstance.
A couple unpredictable things occurred.
I guess you can come in and speak to Bambash. Also, I won't tell Susan that you didn't like her cooking.
What? Well, it wasn't that. It was. I mean, it
No,
was.
It's fine. Everyone's here, except for Padru. He left for fucking forget the name of it. Hold on.
I can't believe you would forget that, Peanut.
I want to find Mio.
This
Yeah,
is
some
a
people
place
can't
that
even
has
remember.
Never been mentioned the entire campaign, so I have an excuse.
Dude, some people can't remember what they had for breakfast, and Peanut's over here forgetting things that don't even exist.
Our fictional breakfast, mind you.
You could make up a completely new name, and we would never know.
Yes,
Well, it's on the map.
You had gabagoo.
Oh, it is on them. Okay, never mind.
Okay, you guys are gonna see why I couldn't remember this here. Padru, he took a pilgrimage up to Starizninsi Pizent. Fuck.
What?
Starizni Pizensny. He took a pilgrimage to Starizni Pizensny.
That's just like a Polish town.
I'm sorry. Are you okay?
I think
I'm
just
looking
for
on the
saying
map.
you made
I'm-
that up.
Don't know
I'm
why
looking
I
on the
hate
map
this
and
name
trying to
so
find it right
fucking
now.
hard.
Do you need us to call you an ambulance? Are you okay?
I'm trying to find it on the map, and I
Starizni-
can't.
Did she
Otherwise,
stutter this?
no.
Would you like to add a vowel?
Was all of that in character?
No. Padru, he took a pilgrimage to Starizni Pizensny, otherwise known as the Old Lands. You may know of it.
Call it that.
Why did
Just
you
call it
say
that, please.
Crazy.
Stedninzi.
That is quite the spelling. Starizny? Possess.
Piscati.
Starizny Piscetti.
There we go.
Gotcha. Jesus Christ.
He's
I don't
in
even-
the Old Lands where many of the old believers are. He's meeting with his old believer master, a sage by the name of Dern Avabsol. He's known as the High Speaker.
Can I get a spelling for that?
Dern Avasol. It's spelled Dyrn for the first name.
Okay.
Last name is Avvapsal.
Okay. So he speaks while high, correct?
He is the High Speaker of the Old Believers, one of the last known that is able to directly communicate with the old gods.
Oh,
I
that's
thought the gods were gone.
Yes, that's exactly why people flock to him. He's essentially the only one that communes, if you believe that sort of thing. Do you not know the history of the gods?
I only know the ones that are relevant to me.
Well, that's exactly it. The ones that are relevant to you are relevant because Capital deems those as the correct gods to follow. The old gods are lost to time for most. Many are even outlawed by the Capital. One of the old gods is actually Glycin, the god of the Yanti people here in the deserts. However, they were able to uphold their worship in cooperation with the Capital, but is a whole tangent we could go down. I'm more concerned with why you're here at the moment.
The person you had a spy on got us caught, and all hell's broke loose.
Person I had you spy on? Did I have you spy on someone?
damn Bash did.
The furry one. with the who was hard with the edges.
Chain.
Yes,
This
very well.
so something I was not informed of. I've been busy with other tasks. That just come in and we can speak to Bambash. Chain is here as well. Just arrived. Going into the main chamber. It's not very active. Seems a lot of people are asleep. But Chain and Bambash are sort of by this like broken throne further down. It seems that Bambash looks a bit groggy as you approach him, like he was awakened for your arrival not too long ago. Yeah, your group. What are you doing here at such early hours of the evening? It's not even dawn yet.
I know that's when you trod,
It's
but we
trod,
had a
actually.
lot to tell you. News from Fire and Ethan.
Me and Shane decided it might be important to you for us to figure out why Julia was there, but we figured you'd just send us a message on your stone.
Well,
There were some complications.
what ended up happening was a little too urgent to wait until the morning to send you a message. Unfortunately, we started to follow Julia.
Hold on,
And-
hold on.
Okay.
Let's start a little bit further back, because this
Okay.
time you must tell us everything. If we are able to help you, then you cannot leave anything out. So start
I
from
don't
the
think we
beginning
were.
and tell us what you were doing and fired in the first place. Because we had to find out by Chain here being in the city and seeing you meet with them in the palace.
Didn't we tell you that it was to heal this guy?
You never told us that.
I swear we did.
In fact, there was a very big thing of you all
I don't think
obviously
we did.
lying.
Right,
I think
guys.
we asked about water to heal him, but didn't say.
We did ask
that
about
we were
water. I don't.
going there
And we talked to
to heal
Podru,
him.
but
Just
we
remember,
did
Stana
not.
was drinking most of that time.
That is,
Anna's
yeah.
drinking most of the time in general.
The keeper of the owl. He is very
I love
sick.
it, Beth.
You had
I'd like to
you had slipped
pun-
up
poke him.
and
Okay, all mucus aside, I would love to point out that our friend here was turning into a lobster, and we had to help him out. And we were told that there were people in Fire and Ethan who could help our friend stop being a lobster.
He had a stick that put a curse on him, and it was like a whole ordeal to like fix him.
And how did
Yeah,
you
we-
manage to meet with the Caecilians?
Pure
Gee.
coincidence.
She starts having a little bit more mucus on her face. a
Stop.
little bit.
Coincidence? What coincidence?
They had
Should
a
we-
problem. We had a problem. We ended up doing each other favors.
Have you heard rumors of a so-called beast of green clay?
Sure, yeah, we have a few Dawntrotters stationed in Green Clay.
Okay. Well,
We killed it.
Yeah, we
Killed
killed
it dead.
We no.
Well, yeah, we technically
Yes.
did do that.
Yeah,
though.
we
We
did.
did.
We did
We
kill it.
did.
I mean, we did, but we let like the people. Okay, we half did that.
No, we fully did it. We killed the fucking
No,
thing.
the task, half of the task.
I want you to understand, Bambash, that the fact that we wanted the bounty for the beast of green clay does not mean our goals are not aligned with yours.
Why would I think they wouldn't be? If you're getting an in with the royalty like this, we could use this to our advantage.
Damn it.
Yeah, that's
They
not
either-
gonna happen.
We hunted it. We got some type of favor thing, and this guy was turning into a lobster. Smelled delicious, mind you, and they sent us this way because we were heading this way anyways.
So that led you to meeting with the Caecilians.
Yeah,
And what did you do once you met with them?
I asked to heal him.
And they just did it?
I mean,
They did not just do it.
They're
course they
assholes
didn't.
about it. They were like, "Hey, can you heal him?" They're like, "Do something for us." So we did. They had some tunnel they wanted to, so they were too lazy to cross a river. So we cleared the tunnel out from this flesh. Once we did that, they put us into these.
Snake skin.
Yeah, yeah, foreskin. It looked like that, and we went into his mind, learned that humans aren't pigs, and healed him.
So, you did a favor for the Caecilians, and they did a favor back. I mean, this could be very useful if you have an in with them like that. He sort of looks at Chain.
That's why we're here.
There was also in said tunnel this arch, a portal. They also they had us.
It was a tear that led it to somewhere else, but
There was a portal
could
that
not
wouldn't
close it.
close. Yeah.
That's where the fleshy stuff I was talking about came from.
They wanted us to help them figure out how to close it, and we did, but they had us go inside first and see what was on the other side. And
gather information for them.
I don't think we got paid for that job.
oh my god! Oh fuck! Now we can't go back! God damn it!
Well, okay, so
Double-
slow down. I don't really understand this talk of plain flesh or whatever. What was on the other side of it?
It's so much, and there was
was
the
a
big
different
eye
plane
in the
of
sky,
reality.
and it
Madness
makes you
everywhere.
crazy. You go crazy.
He went crazy.
I'll never.
It's a different plane of reality. It was full of almost like a spongy, fleshy,
The flesh
Sort of
makes you
terrain.
crazy.
and there,
Crazy.
from a distance, there were some sort of enormous eye monster, but someone had been in there. So after gaining this information, we decided that it was not worth staying in any longer. I was not going to risk these people's lives for something that we could see clearly was dangerous. So we made it out with a couple of items, gave them information.
And the Caecilians are using this for what?
Don't know. What
we
could you
didn't
use
get
it
the
for?
chance
Flesh.
to find that out. But we gave them baseline information. We did not give them all of the information we had because we discovered it after we had talked to them.
Do you know why the Caecilians would have built this?
Hell if I know, but
I don't even
I-
think they knew it was. I don't even think
Did
they built it. I think it was just there.
I think that this generation of Caecilians did not. But
I think they uncovered it.
I think it's undeniable that someone here, especially knowing that Paladins had been doing something here, and it was even partially full. The bowl needed to open and close this tear in reality. Someone knew. I don't know necessarily if the current generation of Caecilians know, but someone knew.
Where was this? Within the city? You said it was in a tunnel?
Yeah, connecting the palace and the church.
The church,
Like-
yeah,
Temple or
the
whatever?
the
Was it just called the
temple.
church? Temple, yeah.
Temple.
A temple.
That's. We may need to
But-
send someone to investigate this. This could be dangerous if they're using this for something.
About your in with them though. This kind of leads why we are here. Our little buddy here. Say hello, Shello. He was
Hello.
sort of ambushed in one of your guys' shops apparently, and the big mean tiger lady told us to find out why this person who stabbed me why
Chain interrupts you as you start stumbling and stuff. Yes, I was doing reconnaissance on my old allies of the Sweatlands when I happened to see your group also within the palace with them, and that is why I cornered your little creature and
That's
used
me.
you all to get information we needed, since you were not willing to cooperate.
I
Sana-
feel
Sana's
as though
kinda
we
trailed
got
off.
on a big misunderstanding. Regardless, we have not gotten to the climax of why we had to come here, frankly.
Sana's kind of like she started stumbling on her words, kind of lost in thought, thinking of like the person who stabbed her.
Bamden just like holds his fingers up to kind of shush Chain, and is like, enough of that right now. You did keep an eye on this Neath child, know why she was there?
We were following Julia. At least we thought we were. We were pretty dumb about it, but we were following the direction we thought that she had gone. We found passed out guards, and there was clearly a similarity between this base that we stand in as of right now and, well, the Caecilian's throne room. So I remembered how you opened the meeting room, the secret room in the back, with the snake.
You went in the hidden room.
Yes, but we thought
him
that,
and
we
Shane
thought
kind of look at each other in surprisement, and kind of amazement.
we followed Julia into the secret room, and then there was another secret area, some puzzle, something about the sun, some sort of sundial, and we thought that she had already gone through there, but we led her directly to what she wanted. We solved the puzzle, and she followed us. She attacked us. She took a scarab, and then we were attacked.
Hold on, Scarab, what was this treasure she was after?
I don't even know. That's the frustrating part.
So she was there. I believe you said she was there to steal something, but why were the Caecilians letting her stay there?
I have no clue.
That's what we wanted to know. This talk of treasure is completely foreign to us. We simply wanted to know why the daughter of the affluent Gerard Neath is within a Caecilian dwelling.
We still have the knives, but she took the scarab.
She was trying to steal. I'm asking, what were the Caecilians letting her stay there for? That's what we didn't know.
Did we?
I mean, we didn't know she was stealing something, but why was she staying there?
I think from what these two told me, or us, I think the excuse she used was to get up with the prince or something.
Oh, yeah, I completely.
That's okay. He looks like he's thinking. So the prince is up for marriage then. So Julia, she was there to steal. I assume she's not going to be the next wife of the future emperor.
No.
Strange. Neath controls no land. You would think that they would give their prince to a lady of a lord.
And then,
do you know who else was there? Any other bachelorettes?
I don't know if her name was Leonin or if that's the
Taos Kitsil.
That's Caecilian.
Am I thinking of the wrong person then?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, royal living permanently within it. So wouldn't that just mean like another royal, or am I just completely thinking of something else?
If they're part of the Caecilian family, I don't think they were trying to get with the prince.
You never know.
Tulls is not a part of the Caecilian family.
It says royal living permanently with Caecilian. That I would assume means they're not related. They're just living there.
I don't know for certain. We weren't really able to catch names upon what we were doing, being outside of that situation.
Did you happen to see the prince with anyone?
I don't
Oh, we
remember
did.
seeing
We
him
did.
at
We
all.
did. When I was invisible.
Do you remember what his name was?
Fucking hold on, let me check my notes because I was thinking of last session and I got so other than Julia being there for the prince, I don't know any other people who are.
I don't remember any of that. We aren't certain on who else was there specifically for the prince.
That's unfortunate. That would have been good information for us since we didn't even know the prince was up for marriage.
Well, neither did we.
Don't worry, there'll be other fish in the sea.
Okay. Continuing the story, we got this scarab. Well, we didn't. Julia followed us and stole this scarab from some tomb of a person. God damn it, we got given a name and I literally don't... We found this tomb, we opened it up, but then at the last moment, Julia took the scarab that was on this corpse, and the corpse attacked them.
The tomb was the thing that they had in their secret room.
Yes, it was very similar to the
Interesting.
table that we had our meeting at.
Well, yes, of course it is.
What does that mean?
Well, this. Do you not know what these ruins are?
No, I don't.
No.
I assumed that they were an old Caecilian
Well,
fortress of some sort.
Sort of. The Caecilians, in their pursuit of knowledge, wanted to map out the city they had colonized from the Yaza people. A map that's as grand as their own empire. And in their perfectionist pursuits, your basic map wasn't detailed enough, shrinking land down to something semiotic. It would ultimately lose its accuracy. So they made their cartographers create a map that's size was that of the empire, point for point.
Whoa.
The,
Wait, that's really cool.
Their hubris made a perfect map that was rendered perfectly useless. An aging double is left only to be confused with the real thing, so in their shame they abandoned the project and left it to be these ruins we've taken residence in, outfitting it for, our own needs. Right under their nose, but in a place too embarrassed to look. It's a brilliant idea. And
That is incredibly ironic.
Do Caecilians have noses?
yes, but
They smell with their tongues. I heard that in a book once.
Mm.
You don't hear things from books.
Which
Shut
is-
up, Aaron.
me myself, I see the exactitude and science coming from a place of holding power, not intelligence. He seems giddy being able to tell this story, go on this rant. Now they simply hold all this information within their city of Riyadh Mamam, then bury themselves there when they die. Would be a shame if that whole city burned along with the generations of gathered history, but anyway, it's strange that they have a tomb within their own city, since Riyadh would be the burial grounds of the Caecilian family.
It was like a mummy. It attacked. Well, it was a mummy. It attacked us.
It was like a large mummified. I don't think it was Caecilian.
I'm pretty sure
It was pretty big. It didn't take too much to kill it, so
I'm happy for you, but you said it looks like a big
Well-
snake?
well, it was a lot larger than your average Caecilian, so
Was it? Or
yeah, it was fucking huge.
oh yeah, I suppose it was. Well,
It wasn't like 8 foot tall or 7 foot tall like an average Caecilian. It was like in the tens.
okay. Well, anyway.
Yeah,
After
a
we defeated-
giant snake, did it seem like this was royalty?
It did.
Mm.
The way it was buried, it had a lot of. Well, it had whatever that scarab is, but it also had knives on it, almost like
Knives.
offerings of some sort.
I take out the daggers and show it.
So these daggers that you take out, they were daggers for the large snake. For you, they are regular sized swords, almost like scimitar-esque.
Oh,
And he sees these and he says, "Those seem to be blades made specifically for a funeral rite ritual for royalty to be buried with. Did you take anything else from it?"
Nothing that we took, but other than the
You did.
scarab.
we did. What the
Did?
fuck? Okay,
We're gonna
It
name
wasn't
this
me.
I thought we
episode,
lost this.
the forgetting everything episode.
I honestly thought we left the scarab behind, or Julia had it.
You did.
Julia has the
You took a belt.
belt.
Ooh, we took a belt.
Yes, I remember it
Keep her
now.
pants up.
I remember now. God, this is the most
I'm
humiliating.
in a robe. I'm not wearing pants.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whip that thing out.
Showed the belt and the scarab.
Not the scarab.
Not
Oh my
scarab, not the
fucking
belt.
god. Julia has the
I am-
scarab.
I am so confused. I swear I was just being yelled at saying that we have the scarab.
No, Julia has the scarab.
You show him the belt. Is the only other thing you have from the mummy.
This entire section.
This belt, it's gilded with gold. It has a sun emblem at the front of it, and then the wraps is like a leather sort of material. Bamnin's eyes kind of light up. He says, "That is the belt of Zasuo Caecilian."
That's the name. There it is. That's the name I
remember this vividly. He was given this for when he was supposed to take over as the emperor. He had
Pebble-
apparently died, and that is why Lani is the empress of the Sun's Peak Desert. He was days away from meaning to marry Tall's Kislet and them to be the king and queen of the Sun's Peak, basically. It was news that shook the entire desert when he died. I'm uncertain to whether he would be a better ruler than Itlani, but it was certainly very odd circumstances.
Pebble's eyes light up. She's like, that's the name I had forgotten.
They must have buried Zusul in their own royal palace for some specific reason that we're not privy to. It was never announced how he died, so that could only mean it was something that the Caecilians didn't want getting out there. We do know that Tulls is still living within the city. I don't know if you're remorse for her or what, but she's basically one of the family now.
Regardless of who the guy was, it didn't appear like they were very happy we found his...
I imagine not.
Yeah. We got attacked by a lot of guards, but also by a boa. A
boa Nagalis, he attacked you, one of Lani's husbands.
Yeah. He turned really big, very big, and sort of scary. I don't even know if he understood what we were saying. He was monstrous.
Turned big and scary?
Yeah, like a big scary thing.
And he attacked you,
Like
so
a
I can
worm.
only assume you finished him off and killed one of them.
No, he was fucking huge. We were very injured.
And we were scared for our lives, and we were trying not to let Julia get away. Truthfully, there was a lot going on. We sort of didn't kill him.
And I assume that's why you're here, because you fled the scene and the entire city would be after you.
Yeah, pretty much. That gets you pretty much up to date.
What did you need to come back here for? I thought you were headed for the Mori mines.
Well, we thought that we should maybe keep you posted, and we thought that this was more urgent of a matter than just waiting until morning for the sending stone.
We appreciate all that you've told us. However, it doesn't really affect us. You could have just sent it to the sending stone. You'll have to go back around the city if you're headed to Mori now.
Oh. Yeah, that's... Pebble looks a little bit embarrassed that she hadn't thought of that. We were under a lot of pressure.
I get it, I guess.
We will head for Mori Mines, of course, now. Just, now that...
Leaving immediately, or are you planning
Well,
to
no.
spend...
Oh, yeah, I think we're too tired to...
We need a
You
rest.
all do look a bit banged up. Might be good for you to rest here a day or so.
If I could give my level of tiredness on a scale from 1 to 6, I'd say it's about a 1 right now. So pretty bad.
But the Caecilians after
Yep.
you, they shouldn't come up this way. So we'll get you set up with rooms. Eloise will go back up to keep out watch just in case.
We also, upon leaving the dynasty, we ran into Claudia Eyecrest and Dial Neath. Claudia
Who are
was
these
at
people?
we mentioned Julia Neath earlier. Who was
right,
still...
Her brother, Giles, yes. I was not aware that they were close.
Yes, Claudia is a divination teacher at the academy, and Giles, well, he's a student, that's for sure. Definitely should keep an eye out. Claudia, if she's in the vicinity, she can be quite troublesome.
So you said she's a teacher?
Yes, she specializes in divination magic, so she can get in your head, make you do things you wouldn't normally do.
I'm no
You made
expert
it
on
to walk
magic,
into the
but
water.
that doesn't sound like that's what divination does.
Oh, we saw her tell someone to go jump in the river, and they did it.
Well, that's
It was my
not
only
with
joining
divination.
link.
She also seemed to interfere with a dream I had.
A dream? That sounds more like divination. What happened in this dream?
It was odd to say the least. I could see through the eyes of an object in some room in Greenclay speaking. There were several of them, and they were talking, but I couldn't quite understand what they were speaking about. But Claudia seemed more aware at the time. Like she was almost like she was having the dream with me. And then suddenly she completely turned to me and kept getting closer and closer. And she carries a staff with her that is definitely magical. I don't know what kind of magic or how dangerous, but she pushed it up against me, and the next morning I woke with bruises along my neck.
Claudia, what does this person look like?
Older, she is bald, and she has dark skin. She takes her staff everywhere, as far as I've seen in my dreams. Balthazar is probably better for descriptions in this case.
Okay, then Shane says, Bannon, the woman in Greenclay. And then Bannon's like, oh, yes, we told you that the woman matching that description is looking for you all in Greenclay and was headed to Firen.
Yeah, it looks like she caught up to us. We believe she was one of the people who chased us after we escaped. It looked, well, from the sounds of it, well, I mean, we couldn't see directly, but she was in the building, and people were chasing us, and they came from that building, so I don't know.
We heard the conversation through the wall, asking over and over again for information that they hadn't seen us, we had not come through yet, and she decided that we would have to eventually come through, which she was correct, we were there. And then commanded the guard to go drown himself.
Which he did.
Very powerful magic.
Indeed.
Or maybe she's just persuasive.
No.
You said you saw her at the stables when you were leaving. She chased you out of the city?
There was a separate group that was chasing us. They had eventually, we lost them, but they were chasing us for quite some time.
He looks at Balthazar. He says, divination teacher, you worked with her when you were at the school?
Not one-on-one, but yes, she was a peer.
Again, I'm not one of the foremost experts of magic in the Dawntrotters, but divination, do you know if she knows scry spells?
There's a possibility she does.
Oh, God. Then
Is there
Shane,
something you know?
Why, oh God, is this a
Shane
good thing?
says, you sun-drenched fools, you'll lead her right to us.
What? Well, oh, no.
If she can scry, she can follow you. She already knows you're headed out of the city. She can scry on you and see your location.
But they stopped following us.
That doesn't matter if she can scry on you. She could be looking at you right now.
Can I look over my shoulder?
Yeah, make a perception check.
Oh,
A dirty 20.
You don't see anyone looking at you currently.
She could be anywhere.
Leans to Eloise. Wake everyone, and we need to prepare for the worst.
we don't have the spell slots to fucking do this shit.
I'm starting to think we might have made a mistake.
You think?
I think we're okay.
The only issue is we might not have had any other choice. Because I seriously considering what else could we have done?
She would have followed us or
Well,
cried
hold
on us either way.
So if she was doing her funny little scry ball.
Yeah.
Wouldn't she have known that we were up in the rafters looking at her?
Maybe she wanted us to
Well, what
lead
if she was
them
actually
to the
doing it
Dawntrotters.
Maybe it has its limitations, and
No.
I really have no clue.
I feel like she's after the Dawntrotters. She wanted us to lead in.
Eloise looks at you all as Chain and Bambash sort of go to separate rooms of the chamber. She says, "This could be very bad. She managed to see you through a dream somehow, then show up to the place where you had the dream. Is only capable of very powerful mage. She even worked with Balthazar personally. If she has so much of a hair from him, she could follow you wherever you go. It's possible she even scryed on Balthazar and saw the bruises she left on your body, Marin. And leaving physical injury after running in a dream, that's very powerful magic."
Sure seems like it.
What do we do?
Well, we don't know for certain if she's coming. However, she did follow you from Greenclay to Firen. That's probably not a good sign. We don't know how powerful her magic is, the level of her scrying. If she's looking at you right now through a scry, she may not know where this location is, but it's possible she followed you on your travels or is able to track your exact location. We just don't know.
But we had to solve not necessarily a riddle, but a way to get in. If you don't authorize people to get in, they can't get in, right?
You don't think a powerful wizard has the ability to break in?
We're with a powerful wizard.
We're not with a powerful
wizard. Most likely has the ability to get in.
There's a reason why this place remains hidden, even with an entrance such like that.
Well, those tests do tend to lead some away, stop them in their tracks of locating us. They're mostly tests for potential recruits so we can see their abilities at play. They're not exactly meant for being keys to open this place. Like I've told you before, I'm not a powerful mage. I'm simply able to cast these spells because of this armor I told you all I found that's connected with your armor, sir, but my level of arcane ability is most likely far less than a wizard that teaches at a magic academy.
What if we leave and distract them?
That could work. You may be putting yourself at risk.
And if she watches us as we leave, then if she doesn't already know where this place is, then she will at that point.
And it will ultimately do us no good to split up if she is scrying, because even if she sends some people after us, she was with more than one person. She could easily still come here by herself, or send word back regardless, and get even more mages over here.
Balsar, can you make a wisdom saving throw?
Saving throw.
Yippee.
Oh, fuck me.
Oh, is he getting screwed?
He's here. I got a 9.
Bamnin and Chain reconvene in the room. Seems they've woken up some of the Dawntrotters in here. Seems there's much less than last time, but as some people are like groggily waking up and gathering a few of their belongings, you all hear a loud bang coming from the ceiling.
Shit.
Some sand falling from the ceiling and some blue sparks kind of emanating from the center of this room. Then you hear another loud bang. Some of the ceiling kind of cracks.
Maybe it's just thunder.
Is it bad that I want Shelly to go, who is it?
That's, oh my god.
Hello.
Chain, Mio, get everyone out and reform at the Sweatlands base. Pretty party, who should I station outside of Hasday Salil to await your signal?
We'll have Eloise wait for us there.
Eloise, take their sending stone and I'll wait their call. He kind of hands over the sending stone to Eloise. She looks very panicked currently.
Oh.
And then
shit.
he says,
I think we fucked up bad.
Guide their way to Mori. You can show them a safe passage around the city. Then you can make your way to Hasday Salil. There's no time to lose, so you all must be fast. We don't know the power of her divination. When she's done here, she could be in Mori fast, but you need to just get what you need from the Bug City and get to that Coliseum as soon as you can. I will stay behind to hold the mages off your escape.
Because of her divination, she has the powerful ability to make people do what she says, so be very careful.
Eloise kind of yells at him. She's like, no, I can stay. We can't lose the leader of the Dawntrotters.
Ooh.
Bamden says, I may have led, but I was never a leader. A Dawntrotter has no master. Truth be told, when I founded this movement, a part of me knew that I'd be lighting a fire in the sun to make a dawn I'd never see. So now, I will burn one last time to show this bitch what a half-Azur's blood is made of.
I feel like this is like bringing forth like a quick death for him.
No, he's
I
gonna
feel like this
live.
epic speech is going to be very let down by a quick
He's
death.
gonna
Another
survive.
blast rings through the chamber. This one the loudest yet, as the center of the ceiling just caves in, sand pouring in. Go now! Bamden yells at you. You see Chain and Mio guiding a bunch of people, other Dawntrotters here, down a hall that seems to go into a tunnel that's a separate exit out of the Dawntrotters base, separate from the one that Eloise has gotten your group through in and out of the last few times. He yells at you all to leave as he steps forward towards the cave-in at the center of the room. Bambash, he slams his walking stick on the ground, causing retractable blades to come out of the top of it, turning it into this battle axe. Plates of metal are also folding out of the thin bars that are on his strange helmet, now turning it into like this full headpiece.
Oh, that's so cool.
And you'll see a blue glowing that radiates from within the sand whirling from the cave-in as a figure becomes apparent within this, with some other shadowy figures behind them, and these figures begin to walk forward. Bamden's robes now fly off, revealing a full set of this brass armor underneath as he holds up his axe, and it alights in this like fiery flame, just runs forward, charging in just with a big yell. Eloise had slipped out during this, and she's now on Camelback, and she's yelling at you all to follow as she begins preparing the spell to send your carriage above ground. What are you all doing right now?
Yes,
I think we're getting on the carriage so that we can take the carriage up.
yeah, let's sprint the fuck out of here.
You'll pile onto the carriage, and Eloise finishes her spell, sending you all up as you hear loud magical blasts and like metal hitting what sounds like bodies, as you hear Bandon yelling kind of in this like glee as he fights his way through a bunch of the mages. And by the time you're up back onto the surface, you do not know the state he's in, how many he got, if he's still alive, but immediately Eloise just starts sprinting off on Camelback, yelling at you all to follow her.
Still not sure what that is, but we will do so.
You're all just speeding away. Eloise is silent the whole time, guiding you all through the sands. There's occasionally a like sand cat will like join your caravan, like run behind you and then take off going some other direction, and like following her. She seems to like give like little signals to them and such, and they seem to kind of be scouting the area ahead as you travel. It seems she knows her way through the sand, even though everything looks the same to you all. It seems she knows her way very well, and eventually hours pass. This can actually give you guys enough time to actually go through the loot you have. You can take a short rest right now.
Wahoo! Wahoo!
Balthazar, do you wish you have the scroll to speak with the dead? Do you wish to add it to your book permanently?
Yes.
Okay.
How much gold does it
Definitely
remove?
worth the risk.
Is it 50 gold?
It's 150 gold for a third level spell.
Ooh,
That's a lot.
it is
I
a
think
lot.
it's
I'm still gonna do it.
It's speak with dead. That's pretty epic.
Can you make a Arcana check?
Let me see if I wasted 150 gold. Thank God I didn't.
What'd you get?
21.
You successfully learn Speak with the Dead.
That's
Thank you.
awesome.
And you also take this short rest to study the loot you got from this mummy. So firstly, this belt that you were told was gifted as sort of a belt to signify him being the next emperor of the Sun's Peak Desert. It is called the Belt of the Sun God.
Ooh.
So I can stare at the sun and not cook my eyeballs.
I used to look at the sun and now I'm colorblind. Don't do it.
This
I don't think those things are correlated.
Does that mean that if you stare at the moon, that fixes it?
Yeah.
This gilded belt was crafted for the coronation of Susul Caecilian, whom was buried with it due to his untimely death. Due to it being made seemingly from this, from an azure construction within an azure forge, while also being blessed by priests of the sun god Glycin, it has certain magical properties to it. While wearing the belt of the sun god, you can shine a light of holy radiance, casting mass cure runes using your intelligence as the spellcasting ability.
Ooh.
Guys, I have negative intelligence.
As well as using a action to be able to cause this belt to ignite in flame, dealing 2d8 fire damage to each creature in a 5-foot radius. Both of these abilities can be used once and are recharged the next dawn.
That is quite very cool. Since it's intelligence modifier, should we let Balthazar keep it?
Does that include friends?
That includes
like allies
allies.
as well?
Does it include
Okay.
you?
It does not include the user.
That's good at least.
Okay. So let's not keep it on.
Why?
Because you
Oh.
walk into a room with your allies, it's gonna
Okay,
fucking
but-
It
burn
doesn't
them.
do it
It doesn't
automatically.
do it all the time. It's an ability that you have to activate.
It's an action to use.
Did you just think it constantly radiated the heat of God? What the
Well, like
Yeah.
my butcher's babe, he's constantly dripping
Okay,
blood.
That's
that's
different.
fair.
So
The blood doesn't
Well,
deal damage to everything.
yeah, but
It's
if
also not
if,
constantly
if a
dripping
little
blood. It's just soaked in blood.
well,
Drips
You
blood
said
every
that
once in a while because it's soaked in blood.
okay.
It should be whoever has the best
Also-
intelligence, shouldn't it?
Also
Realistically, yeah.
consider who gets closest to enemies.
I mean,
because-
I have 17 plus 3.
Yeah, okay,
Shallow,
that's
Shallow
pretty...
definitely beats that. for
What
sure.
the intelligence
Does he?
modifier does is it adds the intelligence mod to the roll for mass cure wounds.
Yeah, that's why I think it should be. I think the
That's-
master wounds is
dude,
more
I could-
helpful
I
than
could
the.
heal you for 1, then -2, and I just take health.
I'm gonna say it. I think Balthazar should have it because I think the mass cure wounds is the most useful part of this item, and he has the best intelligence modifier.
And I'm squishy.
And you're squishy. That
That's because you keep fight. It doesn't help when you keep fighting.
What do you
shit.
mean? Oh no! It's my fault we're getting hurt.
This is the fucking I like pancakes more, so you don't like waffles. Bullshit. That is not what I said.
Just so
I
you
said
know,
you get
mass cure
Shuffles get too
wounds
close.
is a 30-foot radius.
Mhm.
So anyone you want to heal with it needs to be within 30 feet. It is 3d8 plus the spellcasting mod.
I will give it to Marino. Sana.
I have -2 intelligence.
Oh,
But you
okay, but -2 intelligence. Think about this.
fucking
I'm
Christ.
thinking. Didn't you?
Marin's always going up to the enemy to fight them.
I do think it's a good idea to give it to someone other than Shallow and Pebble,
I
just because
agree.
more people who have healing, more opportunity, just in case one was to happen to one of them.
I agree with P3.
yeah, that's a lot
But
more.
Sana is
useful.
not the choice. She
Sana's
is
not
the
the
I
choice. She is
neutral
not the choice. As
intelligence.
much as I
So
want
you
it,
want
I
to give it to Marin.
Marin is probably a good.
I hand the belt to Marin.
I'm good at staying alive as well, so that I can help other
Plus,
people.
if you're fucked, you're like, oh, we almost got the tank. Oh god, she's fully healed.
I'm good at Fortnite.
Okay, buddy.
What?
Well,
Why-
we were
why did
saying
you
what
say
we're
that?
good at. We're saying what we're good at. Jesus.
Okay, so you give the belt to Marin.
Yeah. You also said that these like scimitar-esque daggers, like they're sword size for us.
So
Would they be
the-
suitable for Shallow?
So the knives that the snake had, they're described as knives because they used them like knives because that creature is so much larger But yeah, for you, they're more like sword-sized, since with their shape, they're kind of similar to scimitars and would be used like scimitars. They do have the same properties as a scimitar, and since they are these like funerary rite sort of creations made to be buried with, they seem to deal this like necrotic damage.
Ooh.
So it seems these swords, when you get a critical hit with them, rolling a 20, the target will take an extra 10 necrotic damage.
That's
And
terrifying.
also give you 10 temporary hit points.
Ooh,
Damn!
that's fucking
So
awesome.
it's
Oh my
it's
God.
sort of like a vampiric effect.
Yes,
Almost like
it
that
seems
too.
that them being for this funerary sort of thing gives them this effect. They're blessed like this. And there's two of these that do the exact same thing. They're both these scimitars of life stealing.
If like you're getting low and you do a final blow, it means that you should be a little bit of pep in your step.
A crit plus 10 is a fucking crazy amount of damage.
Yeah,
It
'cause it's
is.
double and then plus
It's
10
just a
on
flat
top.
Yeah.
10, by the way, no roll.
That's so cool. That's great.
So you're giving these a shello?
Yeah.
New stabbies.
That's my
what was
boy.
what type of weapon was the vicious cycle?
It was a sickle.
Cycle?
It was a bicycle. The vicious sickle, the only property on it is light.
Why is the
Hold
one
on.
with the bag of holding the first to be over carrying capacity?
Because I don't
It's
put anything
funny.
in there except for my little funny
You
collectibles.
should probably be putting some stuff in there since you're currently
No.
over encumbered.
That's where all my goodies go.
Do you want? Are you saying that you were choosing to be over encumbered?
I'm just saying, I can carry 200 more pounds. Like, I could carry something for you.
No.
Okay.
Where would I
They're his.
where would I
have to look
find
through my
weapon
stuff.
proficiencies?
On the left.
I can use light weapons.
You have
Hey,
proficiency in light weapons?
that means that
Yeah.
just, if he does so, if like a reaction attack instead of punching someone.
Yeah. I
Perfect.
Would-
can
but
carry
would
the
that-
vicious sickle.
Would that take priority over your whatever casting medium?
I
thing
mean,
you
I
have?
can only not necessarily. I don't have like I have the apparatus, but
Since you gave me these miraculous stabby things, swords, I've been keeping this special gift, which it's very fancy, but I have very little use for. Would you care for this stabby?
sure. Thank you.
I'm able to just like get rid of the crappy scimitar or swap out the crappy scimitar for one of the life stealing ones, right?
Yeah, what I would recommend would be having the speed scimitar still as your main hand, and then the
Yeah.
scimitar of life stealing as your offhand.
Does that mean is he still over encumbered?
Not anymore.
No, not
Yay.
not without the vicious sickle, but he's like 1 pound away from being over encumbered again.
I'm like
Don't eat anything.
I was gonna lift a
1.5
little
pound.
bit of a heavy rock.
Hey, Shallow, I got you a gift, a neat
What's
rock,
pound?
and just.
Oh, neat!
And I just put a finger on it and fall over.
Thanks for the vicious sickle. I got you a pound cake.
Are you gonna put any of your?
Oh, I get it.
And with that, you guys are finished going over all the loot you have. You do not have the scarab to look over because Julia had gotten away with it.
I bet that thing's pretty dumb and definitely not important.
Like I said, a few hours have passed. Eloise begins to go to a slow stop. You guys are kind of getting out of the really like sandy dune desert and just more of into like a dry desert. You can see some like kind of chasms in the horizon, and if you squint enough, you can maybe even see giant formations of stone way off into the distance. But Eloise, she says, "This is as far as I'll take you, so I can make my way to Hasday's Salil and do some reconnaissance from the outside. Just keep following this road and it'll lead you to Morby."
Thank you again. This The whole thing
We
is
apologize.
awful. I'm very sorry.
As she turns around, you see a lot of sand particles are kind of stuck to her face, but mostly around her eyes, sticking to her tears.
Oh no! Fuck!
Thank you, Keeper of the Cats.
Does that cheer her up a little?
Can I hand her a handkerchief and just say first time?
She says,
First time crying?
She takes it and begins wiping her face, and she says, "It is funny. Bambash always said to never cry. In the desert, it's a waste of water. He said to channel that raw emotion into your fists, into the fights.
He's a wise fellow.
Do you all fight for a free world, or do you fight for yourselves?"
I like to think it's for a free world. I care about
I think
people.
realistically it's both.
Sana glances away thoughtfully. Is like thinking.
I think it's fun.
Even disregarding
She fights.
I think if we were to speak realistically, we'd have to say it's for both. Because even with our best intentions to fight for freedom and for the people, we ultimately also benefit from that. We get out of this system that has ruined us, each in our own little unique way.
Ruin
And
us.
I don't necessarily believe that that has to be a bad thing when our intentions aren't purely selfish.
You said you
Selfish.
went to our base in the desert just to give us that information. Is that true? That's all you came there for?
Yeah, pretty much. We thought that it was important enough that we should deliver the information in person. Wait, no, that we're lying.
Well,
We're-
no, because we did go because that is all we had to go to, but we also
Wanted to
needed
lay
to get
low.
the information to them.
But we
like-
wanted to lay low. That's part of it.
We did want to give them information
Yeah,
because
it
we
is
couldn't. However, I feel it wasn't the big reason.
I think both things can coexist, which is exactly why my answer was both. Because yeah, there are some selfish things that we are doing, but also it is not the only thing that we are doing.
We used the stone and we couldn't get the information, and we had to get out of town anyways. It seemed, and it just seemed the best place to go. You know, two birds, one stone.
By the time you arrived, it was basically dawn, which is when the sending stone recharges.
We had to run. We couldn't have just waited out.
Well, all I can do now is honor Bandon's last wish, so see you in Hasde Silo.
See you there.
Ouch.
If I may ask, you say that's your only form of magic is through the gauntlet. How do you normally fight?
Well, before I found it, I was more of a rogue. I used stealth to my advantage, as I still do. Just this allows me to cast various spells.
I'm sorry, Eloise. We didn't know that they were watching us. We had no way of knowing that.
She kind of sighs and says, "I question whether you say these things for my benefit or if these are lies you tell yourselves as well." And she begins walking off on camelback, kind of at a slow pace, as she says, "Seems we all have much learning to do."
Damn. You really hit us with the she'll remember that moment.
She now goes out of view, down a way as you all continue forward more.
I take a swig and then
Don't drink
Pebble,
it all. Don't drink it all.
Pebble, she gags and she starts hacking. Oh, that is
I'm
awful.
gonna take that back before you spill it.
How do you just sit around and just drink that all day?
Pebble, how old are you?
I'm 18. That's
Wha-
basically I could
What?
do taxes.
Wait, how
Yeah, this-
old is everyone here?
I'm pretty sure Marin's like 80.
I am not 80.
You look good for your age.
First of all, thank you, but I am not 80. I'm 46.
That's
I
basically
thought you were
the
in your
same.
20s.
What?
You don't
sorry,
look
what
as
about-
good anymore.
What? Oh, okay, I get it.
I'm getting ready for Sana to pull up a fucking wow, you're old.
What about Balthazar?
Take a
He's
guess.
at least 70.
I look him up and down. 53?
And you're no longer
Oh.
getting hot magic.
I never been around a human before. I just know they age faster than me.
All right,
Physically, yes.
we should.
Marin, can you roll a d20 and add your proficiency at advantage since Eloise has been guiding you to a road?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, fuck me, I guess.
Time to get lost in the desert again. Let's
With
go.
advantage.
Okay, 18.
18. All right.
I was about to say, what road?
You were led to kind of this road that goes through some chasms, almost like a canyon, through this like cracked, dry, deserty earth. You're walking down this, and in the distance, on top of the ledges that surround you, occasionally you'll see like some smoke and some fire. Occasionally you'll see like an abandoned tent or just like some trash thrown on the side of the road. It seems like this is a road that has been used, but it seems like it's more of a sort of like a back alley entrance into the Mori Mine city, as opposed to the road that would lead directly from Fire Neefin to the Mori Mines. So it isn't traveled often, but it seems it's gotten use more like sketchily, maybe.
Well, this is disconcerting.
And as you're going through, you pass by like mounds of this like black dirt with a bunch of junk in it that's on top of these ledges, kind of on fire, like trash piles set ablaze. It smells kind of like burnt hair that kind of lingers in the air as you go through this chasm.
Shallow, is this around where you were from?
It smells.
Yeah, yeah.
It does smell. He's correct.
You are beginning to approach this like bridge that goes over each side of the chasm ledges. You're about to pass under it. It smells like shit, but like it smells like shit, like actual shit.
Like
as
shit.
you hear from overhead a voice yell out, "Light 'em up, boys!"
What?
Fucker.
Oh god, all we've had is a short rest. Fuck.
Shello is pelted right in the face with a mound of what looks like dung as it hits him in the
Shello!
face and kind of slides
Shello!
off. It smells absolutely terrible.
Knock the fuck out.
Are they dung beetles?
Yucky.
Awesome. I still have no spell slots.
Like we didn't sleep in the back. Fuck
Epic.
man.
You have a sickle.
I do.
Well, you guys at
These
least got a
guys-
short rest.
You see
I'm
what
pretty-
looks like 3 of these bugs surrounding you. They do appear to be like giant dung beetles. They have like little piles of shit next to them, and they're like scooping this up and with their other hand lighting it on fire, and they're beginning to like throw it down at your carriage.
God damn it.
Ex-
Okay.
Kinda
Excuse
like,
me.
poop Molotov cocktails.
No, we're having ability for this just this moment.
Excuse
roll
me,
initiative?
friends.
What do you mean?
I believe you misplaced your dung. Do you want it back?
I
wouldn't be
rolled
anything
so
over there.
low for initiative lately.
This song's awesome. I wonder
fine.
who wrote it.
Did I write it?
Nice
Yeah,
job,
you
dude.
did
I
great,
really
man.
like it.
Good job, Shallow.
This dung beetle that's kind of behind you, lower down on the map, so like bottom right, it throws one of these lit piles of dung at Sana. Does an 11 hit.
Oh, 11? No.
It flies past you and like hits into the side of this ravine, kind of splattering. The one on the bridge above you throws one down at Marin. Does a
This fight really
16
got me,
hit?
Oh, just fucking barely.
So as this hits you, the first one that hit Shello wasn't actually lit on fire. It seems they threw one too hastily, but this one is, and the fecal matter that spreads out across your face and onto the carriage ignites on fire.
Oh.
Using a carriage, aren't we?
I was not expecting such dangerous enemies from dung beetles.
Marin, you take 1 fire damage.
Oh, okay, never mind. Ignore everything I just
God,
said.
All of your carriage is on fire.
Already.
Oh, fuck,
the
fuck.
fire is like on the seats and kind of getting onto the tarp a little bit.
Stomp it out.
Sana, it's your turn.
I die.
I was really hoping to hit me because I have deflect missile and I could throw it back at them. I'm gonna grab my bow, and I'm gonna look towards the guy up here. I'm gonna pull back the bow, and then when I aim towards it, the arrow kind of trails off to another direction. I have to correct myself a few times, and then I fire at him. So.
Yes, she fired an arrow! Good job, Sana.
18.
It does actually land a hit on
Yeah!
him. Go ahead and roll damage.
7.
Damage.
That's my throwing arm!
Why the hell did you throw at us, asshole?
You should call the. I whispered down to Sana, like, you should call him shitface. That'll be really funny.
The one on the bridge yells down, "We're taking you for everything you're worth and your shit."
Okay. For my
We're
second
taking
attack, I aim.
we got our own shit, but we're taking your shit like your
I aim
possessions.
towards him. I aim towards him now with my second attack, and this time the arrow doesn't go too much to the side, just a tiny bit this time. 8.
You think you correct it after getting that first hit. You think you're skilled enough archer, but this one just completely misses him.
Yeah, I think you should stick to putting the arrow in sideways. I'd like to get out of the carriage. I'd like to politely walk up this ridge and approach this dung beetle.
Okay, as you do that, you spot some like smaller beetles surrounding him that were behind him.
Oh, hello.
And they seem to kind of be like his like guard beetles, and they kind of like look at you in your direction.
Excuse me, friends. I'm not sure which one of you this fine specimen of turd belongs to. Though I believe you misplaced it. If you want it back, I can give it to you here now.
Bro's bringing their ammo back to them.
Or if you wish to collect it at a later time, that is also all right with us.
Wipe this shit off of my face and put it on the floor beside me.
Jello, is that your whole turn?
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
These people seem
Balsar, you're
alright.
up next.
Cast magic missile on this dude.
Hit into him, doing 4 damage each.
So 12 damage. Marin, do you still have that ability that restores spell slots?
Yeah.
Is that only 2nd level or is 3rd level as well?
It can go up to 3rd level. I have to roll for it. For which.
Okay. If your luck is aligned, possibly. Please, thank you.
The dung beetle that's to the north, he's going to throw another one down, this time hitting Balthazar. No, he misses, goes right over the carriage, splattering dung and fire on the other side of the carriage.
Fuck, dude.
He then kind of steps back a little bit, and Pebble, it's your turn.
Okay, these people really need to stop burning our carriage. It's very annoying. I'm gonna use the Signet Ring of Entangle. I'm gonna do it right here. Difficult terrain in the area, and then also any creature has to succeed a strength saving throw, or they will be restrained until the spell is over.
All of them seem to be restrained by these vines that come out of the ground, kind of plant life sprouting from this very barren wasteland, but they entangle the dung beetle and one of his beetles, but one of the smaller beetles seems fine.
That is a shame. Okay.
I guess I'll give Balthazar a spell slot.
Woo.
You get
Awesome.
a second.
Hey, beggars can't be choosers.
Thank you.
Yeah, especially since I had to give up my entire action for that.
Is it an action to stomp out the fire, or is it a bonus action?
It would be an action to
Oh, yeah,
stomp
okay.
out the fire.
I guess I'll rage as well.
Okay. Roll a d12. Who's teleporting? Coming.
How high up is
someone.
this bridge for to this guy?
It's 30 feet up.
Oh, but I guess I could just like literally walk over here and then teleport up on. Because that would be the 30 feet for teleport,
Yes.
but then my movement. Okay, well I'm gonna do that then. Because I have a specific grudge against this motherfucker.
Okay, yeah. So you look through the floorboards of this bridge, teleport up. Next up, you see a pack of 3 of these beetles rushing around the corner here.
Gods.
They all just kind of run around the corner at you all, not quite getting to you yet. This dung beetle that's currently restrained, Shello and Pebble looking that direction at him. You both see him disappear in a cloud of this like green gas, and you just hear
Oh my god.
as he disappears and reappears over on this side of the map.
Is that a Misty Step but fart?
It's
Be
great.
be so honest with me.
That's
Is
a
that just-
stinky step.
That's a stinky step. Yeah.
I'm so mad. That's
It's great.
bro crop dusted us. That's crazy.
How do I learn that one? Oh,
He's
God.
then going to throw another one of these at Pebble now.
Oh fuck you, not you, the beetle.
Oof, this one also going at the other side of the carriage, splattering on the floor, not seeming to be able to get you.
These guys suck.
The one next to Marin, use one of its big claws to try to snap at Marin.
He must be scared shitless.
Okay, buddy.
Very good.
I get it. That's a reference.
Yeah.
Marin does a 15 hit.
That is my AC, so no.
He like snaps at your arm, but it just kind of pierces your leather, not getting to any skin. One of these beetles.
There's a lot of these fuckers.
The little
You're
guys.
ugly.
This one gets right up to Sana, and it's going to try to bite at you, Sana. Oh, this one also missing, trying to bite at your feet, but not able to get you. These things do not seem like very skilled fighters. This beetle that's wrapped in Pebble's entangle, it's going to try to break free. Unable to do so. Sana, it's your turn.
Balthazar, Pebble, can one of you try to stomp out the fire on the cart?
You've got it.
I want to see this little guy right here, and not wanting to have opportunity attacks. She's gonna slam her quarterstaff down at him.
Okay.
Quarterstaff.
Squish him.
9.
A 9 does not hit.
Realizing I missed the little guy, I'm gonna do it again. 11.
11 does not hit either.
freaking out, kind of. Just,
Yeah, Sana's scared of bugs.
I assume he's like just dodging my little stick, so I'm gonna do
Yeah, really
flurry
small
of
things
blows.
dodging. Okay.
Flurry of blows, so that's 2 attack. First one is 16.
A 16 hits.
You do it with your feet.
So I bash this guy in the square in the
9.
face.
Yeah, you do that, and it kind of like smashes like half its head, kind of bug juices leaking out. Seems to hit it for a lot.
And then for the other one, Sana's gonna be like seeing this and just try to go for the uppercut this time.
Okay.
17
hits.
So just 4.
Even though you don't get a great hit on it, you uppercut, smash the other side of the head clean off. Bug juices getting all over the place.
Shoryuken.
I get that reference.
The beetle that is not restrained is going to run up to Shello, trying to bite at him, only getting a 10, so not able to get it. Shello just like quickly trying to bite at his feet. Foot kind of gets stuck in one of the vines, so kind of trips on its way, not able to get Shello. Shello, what are you
Just
doing?
rolls 2 of them.
Can I ask how big these things are?
They are pretty small. They're They're probably like the size of like a dog or something, or like a small dog.
Oh,
a
like my,
chihuahua?
my stupid.
Yeah, like
Can
a
I-
chihuahua. They're like chihuahua beetles.
I would like to attack this bug first and foremost. 16.
16 hits this bug.
Okay.
Kick
Don't
him.
laugh. We got a crit with the news.
4. Use my second attack this action to do another 16. So that's 6 damage. So that's
Bring your
10.
scimitar back around real fast, doing a little bit of a bigger hit, but not quite finishing off this beetle. But it's already looking like it has a bunch of cuts on it from you swinging at it real fast.
I'm gonna use the scimitar of speed to use my bonus action to use another attack with it.
All right.
Does a
24 hits.
Oh, yep. That does. And 7 damage.
7. All right. How do you want to finish this bug then?
I want to bite at the bug. I want to bite its head off.
What the fuck? What the fuck? My God.
Yeah, I'd like to skewer it with the scimitar, and then raise it up to my ant face, and then bite its beetle head off, and then say, "Stop biting."
As you do this, some of the juices that seem to be contained in this thing's like neck and head region kind of leak on you that kind of like burn slightly.
Oh no.
God damn
Do
it.
anything else, Shella?
Ouchie.
I will go over to closer to this guy.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Magic Missile at a second level. So I get an extra missile. A 4.
A
I'm
4.
going to throw 2 into this fella and 2 into this fella.
So the one in the very back, it just kind of like bursts that one clean dead.
Oh.
The other one, it like hits like a leg off, but it like continues getting ready to run up.
Who nearby needs health? Healing. Sana,
Takes
what's
an
your
action
health
to
at?
give it to someone else.
That's a good point. I will heal myself and a potion of healing.
Pulsar gets 7 healing. Are you moving anything on your turn?
Oh yeah. I think we should be fine staying in the carriage. They are missing a lot.
Until the carriage starts on fire and kills us all, which it is.
It's fine.
Pulsar, this one is going to attempt to throw another flame and dung at you.
Uh-huh.
This time getting a 18, so that does hit.
Fuck.
You made your bed.
I mean, hold on.
You get 4 fire damage dealt to you.
I'm gonna use shield as a reaction.
For 4
Because
fire
it's-
damage?
Yeah, but like it deflects it off of the cart.
Yeah, I'll spend it on
the
that.
great wizard deflecting shit.
This dung flung at you, you just hold your arm up and it gets deflected off and splatters onto the ground in front of you. And
I
I don't take shit.
Pebble, what are you doing?
I'm going to use Branding Smite. I'm going to use it on this folk right here.
All right, make an attack.
Does a 20 hit?
20 does hit.
Hell yeah. Okay. 8, 16 damage to this fuck.
So yeah, your arrow lights up with this radiant and hits into this guy, dealing a big chunk of damage, hitting him into like the chest. He's like, oof.
But he's not dead.
He's not dead yet. He
Okay,
does
then I'll
look
shoot him
fairly
again.
hurt though, because he
I
was
will
also
shoot him
attacked
again.
once before.
With my clockwork longbow, I shoot him again, and does a 12 hit?
12 does not hit this time.
Damn it.
I'm gonna sidestep real quick,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna use the Javelin of Lightning.
Could you actually, before you do that, could you make a wisdom saving throw?
Sure. 15.
Okay, continue.
Okay.
Drop that.
It was a 20 hit. Dirty 20.
Yeah, 20 hits.
Alright, the one in front of me will have to make the dex saving throw, though.
Yes. The one in front of you takes the full brunt of the electrical lightning from this. It just like singes this guy and he like falls over, seemingly dead.
That's
Good.
epic.
This javelin hits into that guy and it zaps him, and he just like, when you're electrocuted, like your arms go like all like straight out. He just does that and then
Everything
falls over
is
dead.
I've been electrocuted many times. I would know.
What? Oh, is that one the one that we were...
Yeah, you just got
Okay.
both of them.
Yeah,
Okay,
Marin.
that works.
All right then. Slay.
Anyways, let me check. That is slightly too far. I'll go there. No. It's fine. I can just move a little bit. Gonna move
I can-
up here. And then teleport over to this motherfucker.
All you damn millennials.
I'm gonna use the blessed halberd now.
A 15 does hit. Or no, a 15 just doesn't hit. Sorry.
Okay, you need to stop sabotaging me.
I think that just for all
Its
of the
armor
trouble,
class is 15.
for all of the trouble that you've caused Marin today, I think you should get a free cast of Wish.
I can.
No.
So
When
unbelievably
it shows, turn,
So
I can
I'll give you inspiration, Marin.
Marin feels inspired by being fucked with by the gods.
It just strengthens my rage tenfold.
Last little beetle, except for the one that is still currently restrained, it's going to run up right in front of Sana, and instead of biting, it shoots out a cone of just fire.
We didn't put out the first fire.
Damn.
This engulfs your entire carriage in fire.
Gods, you two were supposed to put out the first fire. Now look what happened. More fire.
Yeah, including the fire that was already on the passenger seat that was kind of already spreading throughout the front of the carriage. Can Sana, Balthazar, and Pebble, can you all make dexterity saving throws?
Okie doke.
God damn it. Yeah.
12.
I got
I
12.
just now realized. Sorry, hold on. Let me make the saving throw first. I just now realized that's a 9. That I could probably could have been fighting with Boulder this entire time and haven't been.
I mean, Boulder's currently hooked up to the carriage,
Oh yeah, true.
but you could
Well,
have
she
been
could
moving.
spit at them or something.
You could have been moving the entire carriage if you really wanted.
She could have spit at them
No.
still.
She doesn't have.
No, not as an attack, just as like mental
She can't make
fuckery.
spitting metaphorically.
No, like he actually
Rapping?
just spits it. No, no, no,
Spitting rhymes.
no. Like he actually just spits at the enemy, like just saliva.
Balthazar, Sana, you both take 7 fire damage. Pebble, you take 15 fire damage.
15. I'm suing.
As the only one that's getting like the full brunt, kind of looking the other way. You don't expect this fire getting shot into your back.
I like to imagine when Pebble gets starts on fire, does the Tom and Jerry scream?
Yes, that's canon. That's
She got the Wile E. Coyote. Whoa.
This beetle by Shello is actually not restrained anymore because the concentration ended. It's going
Not
to
even.
run at Shello, attempt to bite at him.
Oh no.
Missing, they seem to be confused by fellow bug or something. Sana, it's your turn.
By the gods! I'm gonna fucking jump over the bug because he's relatively small. He's like, wee, boop. And then I'm just gonna like
Roundhouse kick him.
I'm gonna like lift my staff and then just boom, it's just bonk it.
I like to imagine it makes like a tam tam noise,
25.
A what?
like a fucking
25 hits.
just real loud crash, pretty much.
6 damage.
6, you slam this, just completely smashing the bug.
Squash like boom, and then I just lift up with all like the shit on my stick, and I just like. Am I able to see this guy over the ledge? Like if I were to like shoot or throw something at him, I would hit him. What's my visual?
He's not in cover now, so he'd have quarter cover.
Attack. I'm just gonna see him and just hope for the best. You know, practice. Practice makes perfect with my longbow. Fuck 8.
Missed this one as well, not having as much luck as that first lucky arrow.
Fuck. And then I'm just gonna try to like pat out the fire. I know I can't do much, but just trying to pat out so the other two can get out.
Yeah, Sana starts like trying to pat out, but not really doing that well.
Guys, the card's over with.
Who wants to
Me.
roll for Shellow's attack?
I got this.
Okay, roll a d20.
You got this, bud.
13.
That hits. So go ahead and roll 1d6 plus 3.
6.
6. Shello takes a stab at this thing, getting it for a good amount. Go ahead and roll again. That one misses.
Damn.
Balthazar, it's your turn.
I'm going to have to hop out of the carriage. Bada bing, bada boom. I might. This sort of like area over here next to this bug, would that technically be blocked off, seeing this is a 30-foot high wall? I wouldn't be able to hit it with magic missile.
Yeah, from being at the very bottom of this ridge, you can't see what's happening on top of it.
Yeah. In that case, I'll see if I can get. I'd have to get pretty far across. Probably like over here to be able to see it, wouldn't I?
Sana was able to see it from, I believe, like right here-ish.
Yeah, right here.
I just had some cover.
Okay. That's right. In that case, I'll move over here around these dead bodies.
You got something on your shield.
And you got something on your back.
I'll kill you.
I believe it.
She just like thinks of fuck of it, but she's actually like a little bug on her back.
One of them hiding for their life, just on my back.
Just a miniature version of Shallow, actually.
Shallow's,
I like
Shallow, the Scrappy Doo version of Shallow.
Exactly.
And I'll cast Magic Missile on this fella that Marin's fighting. Hit 2, all three into him.
So these hit into him, not doing a whole lot, but he's looking fairly injured.
That's alright, as long as Marin can finish him off.
You can do it, Keeper of the Owl.
Wow, it's just like he's here.
Is that it for you, Balthazar?
That is me, yes.
Okay, this last dung beetle, he's looking over at his captain's charred, electrocuted body and his other friend's charred and electrocuted body with a javelin in it, and he's like, guys, Captain, help me. Oh, we're in some tough shit right now. We're gonna have to forget that Tic-Tac book too, or that head dung beetle's gonna be mad.
Tic-Tac's book.
Book?
Tic-Tac?
What a name.
It will then disappear, appearing next between Sana and Pebble.
What the fuck?
It's gonna go like, it tries to hit Sana
What the hell?
with its claw. 15 hit.
That's my armor class.
Then it tries to snap at you and is unable to get you, just kind of snapping at your cloak, that kind of reflecting off the hit. Pebble, can you make a wisdom saving throw?
Yes. How's the 17?
17, what are you doing?
Okay. First of all, 4 pints of liquid is not enough to completely put out this fire, right?
What does your heart tell you?
My heart tells me no. How much is a pint? I'm looking this up. How much?
A pint is like
a pint.
500 milliliters.
Pint.
At least we have the keys.
Oh yeah. Oh hell
So-
no, it's not enough. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Well, I'll try to stomp out the fire. But I don't think that's.
Are you using
I
an
don't-
action to stomp out the fire?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, you begin stomping around you, and you're kind of clearing the fire from where you're currently standing in the carriage, but then more fire kind of sprays in your face as like a box ignites and kind of like bursts the wood, and fire just continuously spreads throughout the carriage. It seems you're not doing a great job of it.
Can I use a bonus action to pour my water onto it?
Pebble, just get out.
Fine! Jesus, I jump out of the carriage.
I'm gonna come right over here, then I'm gonna teleport down. So I don't risk the 30 feet.
There must be another bug nearby.
It's not like the dung beetle. She just happens to fart when she teleports.
No, she doesn't.
This is a one.
I hate you guys. I hate you guys so much. I guess I can actually technically reach here. So I'm gonna swing my fucking halberd at it.
Alright, make an attack.
I instinctively duck.
21.
21 hits. Swinging it over, Sana ducking out of the way as you hit into this
14.
thing. 14. You like chop into its arm now hanging on by like some pieces of like buggy flesh and tendrils, looking like you did a lot of damage there.
It's not dead though?
It's not dead yet.
That's.
Well, let's see if it will be.
He's kind of crying. though.
Oh, that was pretty cool.
20 hits.
Ooh, for a nice 16 damage.
16. How do you want to finish this last dung beetle?
I want to split it down the middle.
God damn.
Your halberd bursts through the fiery tarp of the carriage to cut this guy down the middle. As all things do, it kind of poops when it dies a little bit.
Oh my god.
The last second
Release its
rigor mortis.
bowels. Which actually, Pebble Sonic, you make wisdom saving throws.
Oh boy. Oh, okay, I understand now.
I don't.
It smells bad.
18. Oh god damn it.
Sana, this thing smells so bad that you are currently frightened.
Can I just
You
barf
smell
over
so bad you gotta
Balthazar?
get away from it, but luckily
Please don't.
it is dead.
I just barf on about this?
Sorry, I just wanted to
I have it.
do the wisdom
I
save.
have an
that
idea.
Being so smelly, it gives you frightened. I never got to do that.
So the small bug wanted to know if he should go get the book. If I use disguise self as the bug we just killed, we might be able to get that book.
We can.
As Marin kills this last guy, by the way, Shello, who's still fighting his beetle up here, finally gets it, and you hear some kind of munching from above on the ridge.
Where's that? Sana's between corpses, a ridge of burning wagon, and Balthazar. She's just freaking out.
Aaron's gonna be so disappointed in our impressions when he watches this episode.
The smell of dung fecal matter is even stronger as these dead bodies litter the ground. It seems there's no more of them in sight. There seem to be just like a small batch of like bug bandits that have ambushed you. Your carriage burns entirely engulfed in flame in front of you.
Oh yeah, I unhook Boulder.
Yeah, okay, I was about to ask. Like...
You get Boulder away safely as you all stand there watching this burn right before your eyes, and that's
God
where
damn it, dude. We paid a lot of money for that.
You know,
End
I
this
thought this would
session.
happen sooner.
I honestly did too. So how cooked are we? Are we cooked?
Can you guys know? We all need to know and remember that somewhere in the dung pile is a book.
Yeah.
That book better have some way of us getting fucking out of the desert, because otherwise we're walking.
We have keys to our apartment.
Well, okay, yeah, but that'll teleport us all the way back to the capital. Do we really want?
Once we get our job done, what are we gonna do?
I don't know. Well, I don't know.
Exactly.
But wasn't our plan after more reminds to try and go to Hasday Salil?
We'll talk when we get there.
We'll figure it out. Yeah,
We'll
with
figure it
Aaron
out.
here.
No, but we're not stranded here, luckily. I was really wanted to get hit by a piece of shit, dude. I really wanted to.
Why?
If it did like minimal damage, I have deflect missiles, and it's just if you get to 0, you can throw it back. And I wanted to do that.
It's a weird need, buddy.